All right, what is up, YouTube? So we're back. We're gonna hit arms today, so it's gonna be a pretty quick workout. Arms and probably throw a little bit of abs at the end. I'll show you guys what I'll probably show you today what I started doing with abs, just to try to, I don't know, I guess throw something new in there. But again, my abs aren't impressive, and I don't feel like abs are very exciting to watch. So I usually don't throw it in, but I've been trying to do basically hanging leg raises, but I try to really emphasize like getting my legs clear up, which like, yeah, I'll show you what I'm talking about. But other than that, we're just hitting arms. So it's probably gonna be a little bit of a quicker day. Probably won't talk a whole lot. Maybe I will, you know, I tend to say that and then start talking about random shit, but yeah, you know, I love arm days where they're kind of quick. I just bust them out. Usually a couple exercises for biceps, a couple exercises for triceps, and then, you know, it's usually about it. Maybe a little finisher at the end or something, but yeah, arms are one of those things. They're pretty quick to, you know, as long as you're focused and locked in and hitting your sets, like your arms are pretty quick to pump up. So it doesn't take a whole lot of volume to get it done. But, oh, and also, so my last video, I know I said it in the last video, but I did a different film simulation on my camera, basically a filter on my camera. And the last video turned out like shit. It was too soft. It was too mute, I guess. I don't know. I'm not very good at editing either, so I don't really know how to like change it to make it look better. I try to do a little color editing here and there, but basically that filter, that film simulation looked like shit. So I'm trying one more new one. It's just like the default camera settings, and we're gonna see how that looks. And if it doesn't look that good, I'll just go back to the one I have been using. I didn't mind the one I'd been using. I just feel like it makes me look super dark at times. Like it's kind of hard to like see, I don't know, I guess my face or whatever. Or it'll like make my face dark and it'll overexpose the rest of my body if I'm wearing a tank top or something, you know? So I'm just trying different ones to see if they look better. But other than that, I just wanted to say I'm trying a new one. So hopefully it looks a little better this time than the last video did. But yeah, start with some curls, dumbbell curls, and we'll see where we end up today. All right, 50s were a little bit heavy, but I don't know, I still got 3 or 4 each side, I think. So I kind of just want to start heavier with my curls. Obviously, I'm going to drop the weight now so I can get a few more reps in, right? But I'd kind of start heavy, just gauge where I'm at. You know, I have the most energy in the start and shit, so instead of taking forever to warm up to that weight, like I did one warm-up set with 25s and then jumped right into the 50s to see where I was at, but probably drop back down to like the 40s now and get a few more good reps in. But yeah, I like to start a little heavier and actually work on building myself up to where I can do heavier weight. So still working on getting heavier dumbbells too, by the way. I don't know what I'm gonna do there yet, but 75s aren't gonna cut it sooner or later for being my max weight. So still working on that one. But anyways, thought I'd throw that in there, but yeah, drop the weight a little bit and hit a few more sets. All right, so next we're just doing an overhead tricep extension with dumbbell. I'll admit for a lot of tricep, I use cable stuff. Just I like the way, I don't know, I like the tension you get from a cable, and whether it's doing overhead or pull downs or whatever, just to me I usually prefer a cable. Just feels better to me. But trying to mix it up still, so we'll use a dumbbell today. That was 65 pounds and it felt a little light. It wasn't terrible, but I'll probably go up to at least 70s next time and make it a little more challenging. But anyways, yeah, we'll do these tricep extensions and then move on to some cable shit to finish them off. But yeah, biceps are feeling good so far. Did like 4 sets of that. Felt pretty good. And by the end of it, we were doing 35 pounds and it was feeling decently heavy. But like I said, I like to start as heavy as I can and then drop down, with most lifts or certain lifts, right? Obviously without hurting yourself. Now, if you're talking about something like chest day, like flat bench pressing, I kind of do the opposite, right? I kind of warm up to my heavier weight. Like, it's always best to take the least amount of time possible to warm up. You don't want to waste all your energy warming up, or else your top lifts just aren't going to be as good as they could be. But you also want to make sure you want to warm up enough to where you're not going to hurt yourself, right? Now, just curling dumbbells, I'm not too concerned with, hurting my bicep. I'm not putting so much weight on it or pressure on it or tension on it that I'm worried about tearing my bicep. If I was doing something like a really heavy preacher curl, maybe, for example, like on a machine where it was really stretching my elbow back, then maybe I'd care about it a little bit more. But just standing up doing regular curls, in my opinion, you're not really going to hurt yourself. So you can warm up quick, you'll be all right. But like I said, when it comes to something like benching or even deadlifting, I take a little more time to warm up just because I really don't want to tear my pec or anything like that. So, and I've already hurt my back deadlifting before, so I kind of learned my lesson on that one. But anyways, yeah, enough talking. We'll go up to 70 pounds and do this for a few more times. All right, so I think even at 70s, we still got, I think that was like 14 or 15. So, I don't know. I could go up to 75 pounds, but honestly, it's feeling pretty good. I might just do a little higher volume on it today, and then, or at least on this exercise, and then when I go to the cables, I'll probably try to go a little heavier, a little less reps. But I don't know. Obviously with tricep extension stuff like that, you can do heavier, right? Obviously, you're gonna be able to push more weight doing something like that versus curls, right? Like that's just kind of a given. So, but yeah. Anyways, a few more sets of that. We'll probably stay at the 70 pounds and just rep it out. But yeah, feels really good. I think we'll call that good for overhead extensions. Did 3 sets with the 70s, and honestly, my triceps are feeling really good. So, did 1 set with the 65s as well. So, still basically 4 sets, but first one could have been considered kind of a warm-up set. But I feel good at those 3. So, we'll move over to the cable machine and yeah, do some more curls, some more bicep shit. All right, so I was debating what to do next as far as, what exercise to do. But I think we're gonna go ahead and just use the rope, hit some hammer curls. When doing biceps, you wanna try to switch up your grip, obviously, because you're gonna hit different parts of your bicep. So, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with just fucking hitting some regular curls, hammering out some curls. I think that's definitely the best movement. For some reason, if you're only gonna do one bicep exercise, I would definitely just do, plain regular curls. But yeah, on dedicated arm days and shit for sure, I switch it up. So, going to more of that neutral grip from a supinated grip or whatever, just, mixing that shit up. So yeah, I think we'll use the rope, do some hammer curls, and then probably just do some, I haven't decided. We'll either do some plain tricep push downs with a bar, or maybe just a single arm cable push down or something, but we'll see when we get there, what we're feeling like. But yeah, we'll keep fucking busting it out and get a sick ass arm pump. Doing good. Shit. Sheesh. Come on, bitch. Jeez. All right, so we'll go ahead and get this mixer swapped around. I was thinking about doing some like single arm tricep kickbacks is what I was debating on doing. And it's a pretty good exercise, but honestly, I haven't gotten a strap or some kind of handle yet that takes out the grip strength, I guess, on that one. Not that there's anything wrong with just holding the cable and coming back, but if you have something to wrap around your wrist or that connects to the cable, then it takes out everything but your tricep. So it's just, in my opinion, it's a lot better for that movement because you can go heavier, your grip's not giving out. But in this case, I haven't gotten anything like that yet. In fact, now that I'm talking about it, maybe I'll go online tonight and see if I can order something. But for now, I think I'll just use this handle here. We'll do some tricep push downs, just regular ass tricep push downs, and which is still a damn good exercise for triceps. So no complaints from me, but yeah, we'll get that set up. We'll do triceps, and then I think for a finisher, I'll honestly do some, I'm not sure with dumbbells, or I might just do a straight bar with the cable, but some, I can't remember the name for some reason. I'm kind of an idiot, but anyways, pronated grip or whatever, curls. Just working on getting that, getting this outer part right here, but yeah. Might switch up the grip one more time, do biceps one more time. I think for triceps after this one will honestly be pretty good. I'll see how I'm feeling, but I think we'll do that for biceps, and then maybe I'll superset that with my abs just to kind of get it done a little quicker. And then yeah, with that being said, we'll get a little bit of posing with the arms and call it a workout. But yeah, my arms are pretty pumped up, especially my biceps right now. They're feeling damn good. So yeah, no complaints from me. Ooh. Shit. Fuck. Drop set. Oh, fuck. right, so I think for my last exercise, I'm honestly just gonna take my barbell. I won't put any weight on it, just take my barbell and spam some, pretty sure pronated. God, I gotta remember my grips. But spam some pronated curls and just do it till I'm basically exhausted. My biceps are already pretty exhausted, but a little different grip. Do this and just finish burning them out. Like I said, I'm not gonna add weight to it. 45-pound bar, it'll be plenty for what I'm going after. So we'll do this and then I'll superset it with some abs. Like I said, I usually don't record abs just because, I don't know. Mine aren't that impressive. I gotta get better at actually, I guess, I gotta get better on my ab exercises, but also I don't know. I guess, like I said, I feel like it's not as interesting to watch, but I'll record this one, kind of show you guys what I'm currently doing for them. But anyways, yeah, superset this, do some abs, and then we're done for the day. So we'll see how the arm pump's looking, but feeling pretty good. So, like I said, I don't know if it's going to be appealing to watch or not. We'll try it out though. But basically I'm just doing hanging leg raises. But when I bring my legs up, I bring them, like I over exaggerate and try to bring them clear up and touch the ceiling basically with my feet. That's kind of what I'm going for. Just really trying to hit the lower part of my abs and as well as just get some overall core strength. I don't think my core strength's that great. So I think this, if I continue to do this over time, I think it will really help just with overall strength in my core. But yeah, without any more talking, let's just jump right into it. Probably not the smartest exercise to try to do right after hitting arms. Just obviously you have to hold yourself there while you're doing it. So probably not the smartest there, but still, so that's what I mean, like trying to really exaggerate it and get my legs all the way up there. At the same time, I'm trying to, for one, not swing, right? I don't want to be sitting there using my whole body weight to get my legs up. So I'm trying to keep it slow and controlled and just use my core to get my legs brought around. But also, which I'm not good at yet, but the goal is to try to bring my legs back down slowly as well. Controlling the eccentric. Like, that's what takes the most core muscle. Honestly, way more than getting them up is to actually hold them there and slowly bring them down. So, not good at it right now. My legs come down pretty quick, but that is what I'm thinking about when I'm trying to do it, is trying to keep my core tight and engaged and bring my legs down slower and slower. So anyways, that's what I'm working towards when I do abs, but yeah, we'll superset this a few more times and then we'll be done. So, yeah, gosh, wore me out. That's all I got. So I think we're gonna call that a wrap on the arm workout. I'm feeling pretty pumped. Arm days usually go pretty quick for me. I'm assuming most people. I mean, pretty quick just to bust out some reps with them, get them pumped up, and I mean, that's really the goal, so. Yeah, you can, well, I can't really do it anyways. I don't have much reach or mobility. Probably need to actually try to work on that a little more, but yeah, my biceps are pumped up. I don't even come close to reaching my shoulders. Like, that's seriously as close as I can get to touching my shoulder. But that's how you know you got a good pump going on. So, same thing with this side. I don't even come close to touching my shoulder. So, anyways, yeah. All right, guys. Well, I think we'll call that a wrap on today's arm day. Pretty good day. Nothing spectacular or crazy, but right now we're just, like I said, slowly trying to move up in weight. So honestly, it's it's kind of sad for me because I think the definition here for the little while is going to start just getting worse and worse. I mean, it already has to a certain degree, which, you know, I've said this before, I'll continue to say it. I realize bulking, you're going to lose definition. That's the name of the game. There's nothing you can do about it. It is what it is. I just wish it wasn't. But no, like I said, I'm up like 11, 12 pounds so far. And to have some of the definition I still have, I feel like it's going pretty well. So anyways, yeah, thanks you guys a lot for watching. I appreciate it. We're going to keep working towards our goals, keep getting bigger, keep getting jacked. If you guys enjoyed any of this, feel free to subscribe or leave a thumbs up. You know, if you do either one, I'd really appreciate it. With that being said, tomorrow is leg day. I'm definitely going to try to record that one. I haven't been recording every workout, mainly just because I don't have time to edit videos every single day right now, just where I'm working, and especially around the holidays, I have my kids here and everything, and so it's really hard to sit there and edit a whole lot. So I'm not recording every workout, or else I'd have days and days and days of workouts to freaking edit. But tomorrow is leg day. I haven't filmed a good leg day in a couple weeks now, so I am going to try to film leg day tomorrow. But if I do, that'll be the next video you see. If not, then I guess who knows what you'll see next. But anyways, again, thanks a hell of a lot for watching, and see you guys next time. Later.